Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the duo group Ironman. In the last video, I went to Herbivore with the goal of reaching 2K, and at 1,909, I got the pet. That is pet number 12 on the account, and I'm trying to get as many pets as possible before my duo teammate Spookdog gets her first pet, and I'm doing a pretty good job of it so far, I feel like. I truly feel like the way to get pets is to not have the goal be getting pets. Like, my goal was to reach 2K Herbivore, while Spookdog is currently working on the video of trying to get her first pet, and she was hunting Herbivore alongside me. So that's gotta have something to do with it, like somehow the game knows. So what's the plans for this video? I'm thinking maybe because I'm at 387, maybe I'll go for 400 chambers and call the video like loot from 400 chambers, and maybe I'll even go beyond that in this video too, because I'm not too far off from it right now. Since I finished Castle Wars a couple of videos ago, my AFK time has been spent going for the big fish. I got the swordfish and the bass, and the only one left that I've been working towards now is the big shark, which is 1 out of 5k, and I've currently already fished over 900 of them. Technically it'd be a little bit less because the rod is blessing procking, but that's what I'm going to continue to do with my AFK time. Okay, here is the first raid of the video. There's a bug in the game right now where the raids are showing loot before you even open the chest, and it's like the normal loot shows up in the chat like that, but I think that's supposed to be fixed soon. Just for reference, there's an already somewhat old tweet from the old school team saying that they're going to be hot fixing raid resources getting special loot broadcasts, because they're not supposed to, I don't think. I'm pretty sure they didn't mean to do that, and I have the special loot broadcast. There's another star mined, plus 223 stardust. Besides the normal solos, I also ended up doing a couple 3+2 scaled raids as well, hoping to get my buddy Puff a prayer scroll for his UYM. And he actually just recently ended up doing his first solos on that account, and I know that feeling of when you first realize that you're able to do solo chambers on an account. It kind of, especially for an Ironman, it kind of makes you want to just start doing more solos so that you know for sure the drop will be in your name if you do see a purple. So I would totally understand if he wants to just focus more on doing solos going forward. I got the elite casket done from Chambers, and nice. Picking up the pizza from the mall, and then skateboarding away from all security guards while crying in the corner with the girl from the rock show, sitting around the campfire with all your real friends complaining about how much you hate your hometown. I'm still wondering, why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food of out hot eat the food? And another elite and stuff. That was from raid number 399, so one more is going to be the big 400. This is raid number 400, no purple lights. And so ends another saga of the 300s, and we now begin the 400s. Let's go over the loot from 400 chambers. So here's what the collection log looks like. This is 19 purples, 2 Tecton Onyxes. I think probably maybe almost 300 of them were solos. Here's the raid data tracker plugin. I'm at 12.1 million personal points, and if we divide that by 19 purples, that's about 640k points per purple, which is really lucky considering it's like 867k points is the drop rate. The last purple in my name was at 322kc, so it's been 78 raids since my last purple, and I was also a bit under 10 million points. So it was like 2.2 million points ago. So my average points per purple is slowly starting to come up, which I'm sure all you raiders out there are very happy to hear. And now the total loot from 400 Chambers of Xeric. Here it is. 840 mil is the GE value, so that comes out to a bit over 2 mil GP per raid. As an Ironman, who needs herb runs when you have raids? I kind of feel like doing some more, and I'm already geared up for it, so I'm gonna do some more chambers. I am going to go do some Slayer. I currently have a Hydra task, and if we look at the collection log, I'm at 1501 KC. All I need is the pet and the jar, which the pet is 1 in 3k, the jar is 1 in 2k, and around this KC, like 1500 to 2k, is around the drop rate where you can expect to see either one or the other, so maybe I'll get lucky this task. Ooh, Hydra's Fang, that is another ring piece. Wow, I got another okay, I was gonna end the trip, I just got another super sword drop. I'm just gonna end it now because I'm out of super combat. But man, the loot from Hydra just always astounds me at how good it is. 39 kill trip, I was in the room for getting close to 2 hours. Let's do a price check. It's just straight up 1.4 mil in raw GP, or even more because of the Onyx Boltsy. Like I've been saying, who needs to do farm runs on an iron when you have PVM? There's a Hydra combat task to kill it with Darok's axe being the only weapon that you use for the whole fight, and with your health not going above 10 HP for the whole fight. For any Ironmen out there that don't have full Daroks, you don't have to have the full Darok set, it's just the axe that you need to have, but since we have the full set, it only makes sense to use it for this task. You want to make sure that Hydra is far away from you for the first hit so that you have time to see if it's a mage or a range hit, so that way you have time to teleport out, because if you're praying wrong at low hit points, you're probably going to die. Now you don't have to do this task for the first kill of a trip. You could bring the Darok set and Locator Orb with you with your normal Hydra setup, and then switch into it once you're already in the rhythm in the room. But I just wanted to get this task over with, so I just did the classic Leroy Jenkins and jumped right into it. It really wasn't any different from a normal kill, besides that it was a bit slower, and I was wide awake for this one. Usually a few kills into a Hydra trip, I'll start laying back in the chair and zoning out, and I'm like half out of it most of the time I'm at Hydra. Not because of drugs, just because I'm tired. Just to clarify that. The only part I was a bit worried about was if I was going to get a second lightning special. I pretty much never get that nowadays due to having pretty good gear, so it's been a while since I've had to deal with that. Luckily, I did phase Hydra fast enough to where I didn't get a second lightning, but the wiki says that for a second lightning special for this task, you'd run from the northwest corner to the northeast corner, so I guess I would have just ended up doing that and hoped that it worked. And yeah, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, the fight is really about whether or not you can count to 3, and then count to 3 3 times, and then count to 9. And if you could do that, that puts you ahead of a lot of people. Hey, got the combat task done. It only took one dumb death at the beginning. Now, there's only one task left for Hydra, which is the speed run. You have to beat 1 minute 20 seconds. And the wiki says it is mandatory to have a T-bow, so unfortunately I will not be getting that one done anytime soon. Spook Dog just told me she's working on some super secret stuff and she needs some more astral runes for it, so I'm gonna put 10k in the group storage for her. Oh, I got it. I got the big shark. Dude, so I'm pretty sure I'm lucky on that. It's 1 out of 5k sharks to get the big shark, and it took me about 2,800. Wow, so I ended up getting lucky on all 3 of the big fish. When I started going for the big shark, I reset my fishing XP tracker, so let's see, I gained almost 300k fishing XP going for this. And it's so bad, like manually fishing the sharks compared to minnows. I think minnow fishing is like 400, 500 per hour, but manually fishing them was like 150 per hour based on the XP rate here. So that was like almost 20 hours of fishing sharks to get that. And that's getting lucky on it too. I was just about to go to bed, so I'm really glad I stayed up a few extra minutes and ended up getting that. But yeah, I guess tomorrow I'm gonna have to figure out a new AFK activity. Oh boy, do we have a game update today. So we've got a Tithe Farm update, which will make it kind of easier to get points overall. It's now a solo instance, so you don't have to compete with other players. And they added the herb boxes for 30 Tithe Farm points. I could maybe see this being like a new early game Ironman meta, potentially. And I'm pretty sure these are the same herb boxes that you get from Nightmare Zone, except Ironman cannot get them from Nightmare Zone, only from here, because it was specifically pulled if people want Ironman to be able to get these from Tithe Farm, and people voted yes. Demonic Gorillas, it'll be easier to see when they change their attack style. Same with Hunlift 2. Here's the update I'm kind of excited for, the Scaly Blue Dragon Hides. This is an item where when you cut it open, it'll give you 50 blue dragon scales, and it's a 1 out of 10 from Vorkath. So I'm glad I haven't grinded out Vorkath yet, because this would essentially come out to 5 blue dragon scales per kill. And the last thing I want to show is that the minimum boss KC to show up on the high scores is now 5. I thought they'd go down to 1 so that everyone would show up, but no. You have to have at least 5 KC to show up for most boss high scores. Oh, another piece for the ring, the Hydra's heart. I think that's another full ring. And there's another Hydra leather. And it looks like I have all 3 of the pieces to make another ring, so let's go do that. You cannot reverse it. And that is Brimstone ring. Is that number 3? Yeah, I've gotten 3 of each, so it's ring number 3. And the Hydra task is over. No pet, no jar, up to 1636 KC, and that is a lot of Slayer XP gained from one task. Let's see, the cash stack is now up to 39 mil. Oh, okay, it's basically 40 mil. Yep, I'm going back to Chambers again because I really like this place and I just feel like doing them a lot. I am once again advocating for the baby mutt to be updated so that when it's in melee distance to you, that it doesn't range you. For the Shaman's Room, to dodge the green blob attacks, all you have to do is run 3 tiles away. I feel like I always see people frantically running all over the room, so hopefully this can help some people out for certain situations. No! It's a purple! Oh, it says in the chat there, great. Well, it's arcane. Wow. What if it was lying and it was actually a twisted bow? Well, I'm glad to see a purple at least. It has been 91 raids and 2.6 million personal points since I've gotten a drop in my name, which is about exactly 3 times the rate since I've gotten one. But hey, that's purple number 20 and it's still a pet roll. The Olmut is 1 out of 53 each time you get a purple. Can we get the first back-to-back on the series? Never. I didn't know what to go to AFK, so I decided to just do some cooking. I haven't done that for a while, and I got a virtual cooking level. 106 is 26 mil cooking XP. I'll figure out some collection log stuff to AFK though in the next few days. So I kind of felt like doing a little bit of blood rune crafting this morning, and I just hit a 400k stack of them, so I thought that might be a little bit noteworthy. Let me actually do a price check here. How much is 400k worth? Almost 80 mil. The Chambers Elite Casket. Oh, and you got a master. I'm gonna build this stash unit here because I never built it, and we each have, or I got 2 Black Dragon masks, so I could store that in there, and Spook Dog still has her own. I can do the clue step now every time and not have to worry about losing the Black Dragon mask in the wildy. Oh, I found first try, nice. Okay, that was fast. I'm just gonna mine the other one. Cause why not? But damn, that's the fastest I've ever mined Runite ore before. This is Master Casket number 21. Ooh, a new item, the left eye patch. This will be perfect to use for sailing if it ever comes into the game. You can combine the left eye patch and the right eye patch to make a double eye patch, but I'm just gonna store it in the POH as is. If I search up eye patch, you could store all these in here. Double eye patch, and it's red. So it would be stored here if you put a double eye patch in here. You know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? One sees you in a later, the other will see you in a while. And use the bathroom too. So don't let me miss a brimstone key while I'm gone. I missed one the other day and it was very upsetting. Oh, there you go. I'm glad I waited. All right, I'm doing Slayer now. I just got a hard casket. Oh, okay, dude. Every time I see that Zamrak Crozier, it always makes me think of like Gilded or something. Okay, as I transition back into doing Slayer, I sort of have some new goals, or kind of like old goals I want to go back to again. So I think I should end the video here, and then we'll start off the next video by going over these sort of newish goals. But before ending, let's take a look at the Brimstone Keys and the cash stack. Well, I think the cash stack is still at 40 mil. Yeah, still got a 40 mil cash stack, and the Brimstone Key stack is up to 112. So here's the raids collection log to wrap up the video. I'm at 423 KC. But with that being said, if you want to check out my duo teammate Spook Dog's half of the progress, you can check out her videos linked below in every video description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.